All right, greetings everyone. Welcome to week 74 in the Rise of Obticeo. I started this account January of 22. We've been doing an update every week, going through all the characters, ships, mods, datacrons, all the progress we're doing in the account so that people can follow along. If you enjoy this kind of content, please remember, use that like saber, kill that like button, get that thing out of here. Subscribe to the channel if you want to know when I'm doing these. And let's get into it and see how we're starting out this week on Obticeo. Week 74, 4.7 million galactic power, added 30,000 last week, 40 relics, 45 zetas, 7 omicrons. Squad arena, we got CLS rattling around somewhere in the top 200. Profundity still getting us top 5 in fleet. GAC, Chrome 3, and the project will be Gamorrean Guard in week 75. And I called him Gammy G here. Got to think of a clever nickname for all these characters. All right, energy plan for next week is the same thing it's been. We're doing Scion, Bastila, Juhani, and getting Kairos. In fleet, we're picking up that Sith fighter out of fleet energy. Cantina. We're not just working on signal data. We're working on Chrysanthemum, mostly Chrysanthemum right now. Made the commitment to get him finished out because we're too far ahead on Jabba now. We can't really wait for him to be double drops. So rock and roll. Let's go Chrysanthemum. Inefficient but necessary, I feel. I want this Jabba as soon as we can get him. Mod strategy, 5 days a week farming mods, 2 days a week farming slicing materials. That's been working out quite nicely. I like that split. Mods all week, slicing materials on the weekend. And then the refresh strategy is 3 of everything, and to try to get those 3 Cantina refreshes every day. Still struggling a little bit with this account to always make sure I do that. Lately, I've been getting my 3 Cantina refreshes no matter what, and if I have to slack off on refreshes, I'm actually dropping fleet refreshes instead. Since we can get those materials pretty easily now out of the new raid loot store, I don't feel as compelled to get all my fleet refreshes. So that's where I've been kind of trimming back here lately. So I guess my refresh strategy is actually 3 regular, 3 mod, 3 Cantina, and then whatever else I could get in fleet. All right, so been looking at what to do after Jabba, and there's a lot of different things I could do with this account, but I think in the end, I'm going to do back-to-back Galactic Legends. So we're going to do Jabba, and then we're going to roll into Jedi Master Luke. Of course, having that Jedi Knight Luke and having done a bunch of Rebels already seems like an easy choice. I will do Cad Bane. I feel like I'm going to want him for the Crate Raid team. And we'll do Embo for the Jabba team to have Territorial War goodness. And then we're going to relic the B1 for gas. By then we should be able to get all the gas requirements up and ready to go. And then I'll start working on gas out of the new raid store. And then I think with no further delay, we'll get into the Jedi Master Luke journey. And somewhere along the way, we'll get General Skywalker to 7 stars. And once we do, we'll relic him. We've already got the clones all finished out. So we'll have a full relic clone gas team as soon as we get gas. So that'll basically be, let's say, 4 non-journey relics in between Jabba and JML. And there is so much other stuff that I can do and want to do, and I still don't have my Enfys Nest relic yet. And anyway, if somewhere along this journey we really run out of signal data, which I do expect to happen, I may take the time to relic a couple characters like Kylo Ren Masked or an Enfys Nest or some characters like that I feel like I can just park them at Relic 0 or maybe Relic 1 and just leave them there and be successful. And that way, you know, I'll have a week where I'm doing a different relic that won't tap into my signal data. And that, again, I do expect that I'm going to run out of signal data along the way to the next journey. I'm already out of signal data having to farm Chrysanthemum, but I think that's kind of going to be a permanent thing. So I'm going to have to cycle back and forth and potentially do a couple low relic characters, or alternately work on high relic characters, and then just take those weeks to put everything that I earned through the scavenger. So we'll see how all that plays out. But anyway, that's the idea. That's the plan that I'm locking in for now. So second tier projects, we still want to keep locking down 1 Cairo per week on something. We're going to finish that Jabba journey out. We're going to grab gas somewhere along the way. I do need to finish up the characters on the Aurra Sing Bounty Hunter team. I don't really plan to put more relics on there, but we do have plenty of power in that team. There's no reason for us not to finish it out to a usable team and mod it in a way so that it's timed and get all that done. I do have a Jedi Knight Revan, Jedi Knight Luke team somewhere in there. Again, I looked at trying to take that team, much like the Loquitur account, to the point where Jedi Knight Luke can be countering SLKR. I may do that, but my initial outlook is that I'm not going to do that, that I will hold off on that team. And again, we'll see how it goes through the journey for Jedi Master Luke, but maybe we'll get to that team as some of the relics. Who knows? Make it up as we go along in that sense. Sith Triumvirate, I don't see myself being able to relic them. I did want to, but I think they're going to end up at Gear 12 for now. And then I'd started looking at the Inquisitors and kind of farming them in the background, but I just don't see it. I don't see it coming together. Because after JML, there'll be another Galactic Legend that we're going to have to chase. I'm expecting a new Galactic Legend sometime later this year, and I will chase that on this account. Then after that, I'll probably have to be working toward the Leviathan fleet, I imagine. So I don't see that a lot of this stuff is gonna fit in between. If I really want to lock down that Jedi Master Luke, I feel like I have to go for it right away and keep doing some big journeys on this account. That wraps up the introduction for this week. Let's go over, check on chat, see who we got hanging out with us today. All right, we got K.N. Barlos. Says, hey, Gildy. How you doing, man? Arva says, hello there. Jar Jar Bink says, hi. Dank Ideals in the house. Roy D. Mercer says, first like. Nice, first like saber activated. Awesome, thank you, sir. For anybody who might not have activated their like saber, please get that done. By an Irishman says hello. Eric says a woohoo. Giving me the icky woods. Woohoo! I called Arva the OG Inquisitor, and he said he considers himself a Sith. So there you go. The OG Sith. The OG Loquitur Sith ally. The Link. Arva's been around, I think, since the channel started. I can't remember. He's probably like the third member of our Discord. Arva's been hanging around for us a long time. And for anybody who doesn't already know this or hasn't heard me say it, I really appreciate Arva. I think he's really a fantastic part of the community. I'm glad that he hangs out with us all and lets us know how it's done. Thank you, Arva, for all you do. Kahan says, I'm going to need a breakdown of raid shop things to buy. Also, how to best calculate crystal income. All right. I'm working on the gear video, guys, and I think I've come to some important conclusions, and I'm getting to the point where I think that I've got a sustainable routine down. And again, the idea is not to generate something that says how fast you can build relics. It's what's the fastest way that you can build relics doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, to see if we can get this down to a 6-day cycle or a 5.5-day relic cycle where you can really, and I understand sometimes it might take 8 or 9 days, sometimes you might get 2 in 6 days. It's going to be variable, but the idea is over a long period of time to be able to collect a relic in the shortest amount of time. So I'm still looking at that stuff. Some of my conclusions so far have surprised me, and I've kind of gone back into the game to back test it. One of which being that it's not actually good to just buy relic materials with your raid tokens. Really, in order to get the best sustainable cycle, you do have to really focus on the arrow magnifiers and impulse detectors with the token 3. and you really have to use a bunch of your token 2 just for materials to turn into Zimbital cards, so that you don't have to buy the Zimbital cards with your token 3. So you kind of split your token 2 between materials that you need for your character. Let's put it this way. You spend your token 2 on the stuff that you need to break down in the scavenger to get those Zimbital cards, and you spend the rest on relicing characters. So it's not the other way around. You don't spend everything that you can to relic a character as fast as you can. You have to spend to the scavenger, the scavenged materials, and then use whatever's left over to relic your characters. Otherwise, you just outrun your ability to get your higher relics. So that's been an interesting finding. And then the fact that the bronzium wiring deficit, once I've started to arrange everything and lay it out, you can keep up with the bronzium wiring okay around that 6-day relic cycle. But if you push it beyond that, you really start to run short, and buying it doesn't seem to be the answer. Even buying it out of the shop for those crystal packs, 500 crystal packs, as soon as you do, and you start to get ahead on the bronzium wiring, then you start to run out of Cairo, or you start to run out of other materials. So it's almost like bronzium is the bottleneck, and if you just let that be the bottleneck, the other materials, you can keep up on everything else. So it's interesting, but that looks to be long-term where the bottleneck is. And then once you start doing higher relic characters, signal data. So it looks to me like we'll keep up on Kairos. Again, if we just relic everything as fast as we can, we just run out of Kairos, right? But if we do it at a steady pace, we'll keep up with Kairos, and it'll be a balance between bronzium wiring and signal data that'll be holding us back. So kind of interesting findings so far. Like I said, I'm kind of working through it in the game to make sure that's how it's actually going to work. And we'll get that video done hopefully soon. Arva says, I hope you're better than yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was kind of a sudden thing. I don't know if any of my fans out there right now watching are lactose intolerant, but I am very lactose intolerant. And I've tried all the stuff like, to help you be able to eat milk-based products, and I don't have success with it. So I just avoid it. So I ate before the stream last night, and man, there must have been some milk I had a little bit of potato salad. And I tell you, as soon as I did, it hit me so hard. Swell up like a balloon, and it's painful. So I didn't want to sit here doing GAC going, making the Sylvester Stallone faces the whole time. So, I bailed on the stream last night. All right. Arva says, cruising on my Jabba team. 6 matches has been cleared only twice so far. 6 matches cleared only twice so far. Oh, you've only been cleared twice so far? I'm not sure. Oh, Jar Jar was asking him how his GAC went. Roy D. Mercer says 6-0. 2-1 next week will get me to Kyber. Fingers crossed. Hey, Roy, that's awesome. Brian Chuyol says hi. Nelson Murray says, DL, glad you're back. Just another consumer says 5-1 for me. Realistically should be 3-3, but people aren't playing. Maximus says, with the refresh strategy, how many crystals do you try to keep in the bank? I'm just running it. I'm running them out. I don't intentionally try to keep crystals. Usually what happens is at the end of a Grand Arena season, I'll get a burst of crystals for my placement at the end of a season. And that week, if I don't have about 2,000 crystals saved up, I'll go broke the week that I'm in between GACs. So I just let these crystals accumulate. I get all the refreshes every day. If I can do 6, I do 6. And then when I run out of crystals is typically right at the end of that GAC break week. Just running out of those crystals is enough to run me out. And if I have Conquest, then I have to do some Conquest refreshes. But basically, I am not keeping a bank of crystals on Obticeo at all. I'm just doing my refreshes every day. And just, if I only had 730 crystals, let's say I didn't have the 1,000 here, let's say I only had 730, then I would do all my refreshes, and I would skip one fleet refresh and, you know, take it down to 32 crystals. That's what I'm doing. All right. Nice JC, but it feels lame that way. Just another consumer says, I'm pondering taking a detour before Jabba to get the Inquisitor assault battle. So you're going to build Inquisitors just to get the Inquisitor assault battle? I don't know what the minimum requirements are. Can you get that with Gear 12 Inquisitors? If you can get the assault battle with like one relic Inquisitor, then it's probably worth doing. But if you have to relic all your Inquisitors to get CT1, see, in my opinion, CT1 is where it's at, right? That's where you get 5 each of the injector parts and some Kairos. The CT2 is nice to get, but it's not in terms of payback for most assault battles. You know, I guess half of them, right? Because the Trooper one, it's pretty easy to get to CT2. For some of them, it's a little harder to get to CT2, but it's not as urgent, right? You need to be getting probably 4 assault battles a month at least to try to keep up with those injector handles and buying them out of Conquest. To keep up with the relic cycles at 4 assault battles per month, you still need to buy them out of Conquest. Yep, that's what I've determined. Just 7-star Treya with homie. Should I relic 0 her? Relic 0. So here's what relic 0 gets you. Every character gets 20 speed when you take them to relic, and they get a big chunk of health and protection. So basically, relic 0 is Gear 12 with 20 extra speed. If you have a speed set on a character, that 20 speed is base speed, so it gives you another 2 speed from your speed mod set. And 22 speed for a lot of characters is a big deal. You know, it's the difference between 280 and 302. It's the difference between 302 and 324. So the jump in speed is really the reason to relic 0. And with Treya, just the added health and protection, and so speed is not so much of an issue for Treya, I wouldn't think, but especially with the extra health and protection, it's worth taking her to relic 0, even if you can't take her up from there. Darth Treya says, hello, Dark Lord husband. We'll be home soon. Yeah, we went to Walgreens already, Treya. So we got the goods. We picked up the stuff. Dark Lord husband, shopping errands, you know. Everybody's giving props to Arva. That's cool, man. Planned Karma says hello. Always relic Treya, says Treya. Darth Treya. Nice. Vil says 32 more Cairo and I'm ready for the Grand Inquisitor event. Hope it arrives soon. Yep. I hope it stays. I hope they stick it in the journey shop. Arva says my Jabba team has only been beaten twice in the last 6 rounds. Nice. Nice. What beats it? I'm assuming that it's SLKR that beats it, but are you getting holds against SLKR too? I'm curious. Arva says if you get the Inquisitors to Gear 12, the hard part is already done. That's true. That's a lot of Cairo, right? Apparently you can get Challenge Tier 1 Assault Battle with 3 Gear 12s and no Relic. Nice. Okay. So that would definitely be worth it if you can get CT1 for 3 Gear 12s with the Inquisitors. Sounds good. Andre Passati says hi. Roy D. Mercer says, I feel basically blessed to be basically on track for Chrysanthemum to be my final relic right when he goes double drop. That's nice. Jar Jar says he still needs a consistent counter for Jabba. Read somewhere someone getting CT1 with 2 sisters at relic and everyone else low gear. With 2... so with Night Sisters, you only need a relic DACA. If you relic DACA, you can do the Night Sister one at CT1 for sure. TK says he's got his Jabba unlocked. Only needs 6 signal data for relic 8. But only had 2 Zetas. Oh, that's harsh. Rough. All right. Treya says, thanks getting off the train. Thanks for the Walgreen run. Yeah, the kid was killing my efficiency tonight. Wanted to change her clothes while we were in the Walgreens. She was at karate camp today, so she was all hot and sweaty and wanted to change out of her clothes, and so made it take forever in the in the pharmacy. Oh, killing my efficiency, kid. You all know I love my kid, though, right? Best thing ever. Arva says SLKR can beat it, but it's not a free win. I personally used the Chupio Omicron against other Jabbas, but Lord Vader beats it too. I guess I'm asking if you've only been cleared 2 times, what actually did the opponents use? Because I'm curious what you're holding, because obviously other opponents have tried it, or are they just demoralized? They go in there and they see all those relics on Jabba and they're just like flip their hands up in the air and say, nope, ain't gonna do it. Second sis, oh, 2 sis equals second sister. Okay. So you're saying with second sister at relic and everyone else low gear. Yeah, you still have to have them at 7 stars though. I'm gradually farming them up on Loquid, or maybe I'll try that. Put second sis at relic, and if everybody else can do it without investing all the Kairos, that might be a thing we can do. Ah, second sister, yeah, Roy D. Mercer. Okay, let's get in here. Let's get in here. We got this guy ready to go to relic. I don't know. I've been calling him Rooster because I really don't want to say It sounds like a rooster to me. I know what his name is. I've seen the movie, but I'm not going to do the Tusken roar. I don't know. So I feel like that's doing it justice, right? Because it's So it's, if you say like a rooster, it's pretty much reading his name. I officially dub him Rooster. All right, let's go, Rooster. What do we got to do on him? Relic 4, I think. I don't think I'm going to have enough signal data for Relic 4. Here we go, Relic 1. I did, what I've been doing is I've been farming Chrysanthemum every day. And when I get my free energy in the morning, just that once a day, I'm dumping that energy on signal data. All right, we're going to get it. Look at that, we got it. Holy cats and rabbits. Let's go. Gaffy Stick, Relic 4. This is a character that I could take to Relic 5 someday. I don't know. I don't need it for datacrons that I'm aware of right now. I don't think it helps with the raid. I don't have anything that's going to get to the Relic 5 requirements for crate raids, so I think he's going to be Relic 4 for a long time. I think his mods are probably going to stay that way for a long time. If anybody knows of a compelling reason why this guy could or should be brought up to higher relics, let me know. I don't see it, but y'all sometimes know things that I don't know, and if there's a reason to take him up higher relics, I'd love to hear it. All right, and then let's go over to the journey guide. We got that Gammo guard ready to go. We've got this guy, I locked down his gear to go to gear 12. So now the Jawa is gear 12. We'll take Chrysanthemum. He's going to be our Cairo for the week. We're going to place one Cairo that's not a relic Cairo every week, right? So here we go. Here's our Cairo for the week. We don't have more Cairo on this level. Some stun guns and whatnot, but that's fine. completely non-optional, right? We've got to make that click no matter what. Then we're going to take a look, lock down what gear we can here. This, we can lock down this. We can, oh, we got enough golden eyeballs. That's kind of a surprise. I didn't think we were going to have enough of those. And we got enough for another golden eyeball somewhere. Yeah, I was going to say yeah. It doesn't do us any good to build these things because we can't lock them down yet anyway till he's gear 12, right? This requires gear 12. Oh, character requires 7 stars. But it's blanked out, so gear 12 is the requirement. Why? Huh. That's weird. I know there's some characters that you can't apply it. But it doesn't matter. We're not 7 stars yet, so nothing we can do. I guess 7 stars is the requirement. Don't some characters actually say they have to be gear 12? Or is it just always 7 stars? Man, I'm confused now. 7 stars. Anyway, yeah, once we get him to 7 stars, he can go to gear 12 anyway, so. Man. Never mind. Never mind. I figured it out. I'm confusing myself. Of course you can't have to be gear 12 because you need it to get to gear 12. I don't know. I'm confused. I just know that there's some characters that you can actually apply this before 7 stars, right? There's at least a couple characters that you can get all the way to gear 12 without being 7 stars. All right. I'm old. I'm confused. Leave me alone. So we're almost there, right? We literally can't do anything else for this guide. We're done with the journey until we get to 7 stars on Chrysanthemum. We got Gammo, Jawa. That's it. All right. Traya could be upgraded. It's the golden eyeballs that have been holding us back forever. So if we look at golden eyeballs and we look at every character that we could put this on, what one character is the best character? It would be nice to have Piet. It would be nice to get Piet. Emperor Palpatine, Bastila, Cad Bane, Stark, Scion. Oh, there are so many characters that need this golden eyeball. Yoda. Still gear 11 on Yoda. If I do Piet, no, we can't get him to gear 12. I was going to say, if we do Piet, then we can start putting 6-dot mods on him. So honestly, Piet is probably the best, but I think we do want to get gas. We want our triumvirate to be a little better. Bastila, I don't... She's in the crate raid, though, too, in the Old Republic team, so there's, like, some motivation to want to put her up. Same thing with Bastila. If we put her at gear 12, we can put on 6-dot mods. Cad Bane. Cad Bane is very tempting because I am using him in the crate raid. Getting him better for the crate raid would be really good. I do plan to relic him in between. What do I need here? He needs 2 golden eyeballs anyway, so he's going nowhere. It's burning a hole in my pocket. I feel like I gotta use it somewhere. Alright. Gas requirements. Mando. Gas. Oh man, I don't know, guys. I think maybe we do it on Bastila for this week. I think we take her to gear 12. We can improve her mods a little bit. It'd help in the crate raid. It'll allow me to, you know, maybe select the gear 12 version of the crate raid. I don't know. Some things for us to look at. So we'll commit to Bastila. And I think that's probably going to be it. Probably going to be it. Second sister. She's just using... That's not a real Carbonti. Mark III hollows. We can do that. Still need these characters sometimes for feats and stuff. Tusken Raider. Let's see, what gear does he need? He needs a stun gun. Probably if I'm going to do a stun gun, I should put it on Zam, right? Zam feels like a good candidate for a stun gun. Or maybe Piet. Or maybe just stick with the gas Rex or... You know, let's stay on target. If we're going to do Cad Bane, after we do... Oh. Never mind. That's stuck behind golden eyeballs because he only needs the stun gun with the golden eye. You know what? I'm just going to save it. That's it. We're just going to save it. We're going to save it for next week. We don't have to put it anywhere. All right. I'm going to quit goofing and just see if there's anybody else that has Vandor Chewbacca. He needs that stun gun. Wouldn't mind getting him to gear 12. But he's not on the list of things that I want to do. So, skipping it. Skip it. Troopers. Iden needs Cairo, right? If I made her my target for Cairo for next week, this would be an easy gear tier. If I've got the stun gun and I get the Cairo next week. And it would be nice to get Iden better. So we'll earmark her and we'll give her at least one gear tier next week. Give her a little shove. You know, it wouldn't be bad to actually build an Iden team on my second tier stuff. Because we've got the Schnee Trooper at gear 12. We could finish out Stark a little bit, do Range Trooper, and do probably Shore. Shore's probably the best here. I know people like Death Trooper, but I'm not a fan. I like to have a tank in here. So My gimmick is going to be to put Grievous up front. Once I get the relic B1, put Grievous up front. And then, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Put Grievous up front. Make them use their Wampa. And then put Iden on the back wall. It's a little harder to deal with Iden if you've already thrown away your Wampa. So, once we get Iden team somewhere decent, then we'll play that team on defense. I don't really use her on offense. I use her sometimes against things like Geos, but honestly, with no relic characters, she feels pretty weak on offense to a lot of stuff. We need to farm Range Trooper. So let's take the Farmer Green tab. What light side character can we kick off of here? I mean, we're probably not going to do these Inquisitors anytime soon. So we can boot 8th Brother for now. We'll put Range in here for light side days. Let's verify that he's light side. I think he is, but dark side? What? What? I misremembered. So let's just back out and then go to the dark side. Probably wait on Second Sister. Alright, finish out Range Trooper before we do. So Second Sister has a bunch of shards on her already. So, okay. Alright. So we'll finish out that Range Trooper to 7 stars. And just somewhere in the background, we'll commit to that as a second tier project. With our extra gear. Alright, go catch up on chat now. All right, the not accelerating thing is why I'm pondering doing Quiz Bowl team first. About to unlock the Interceptor, so more gear on Second Sister is a good thing. That's true. I've been using Tuskens a lot recently, and they're great as a team, says Ziggy. TK says, say it faster at a higher pitch, and you can call him Beagle. That's funny, TK. Call him Beagle instead of Rooster. That's funny. So far, I only see one of the clears, and they used SLKR for that one. The other tried JMK and Riva and lost horribly. Wow. They lost with the infamous third sister, huh? Tyler Holt says he goes to Relic 7 or Relic 8 with the rest of the Tuskens. Otherwise, leave him at Relic 4. Tusken Cheftain's Leader Zeta gives a reason to Relic all Tuskens as high as possible. You can get 2.7 with the Tuskens? Question mark, says just another consumer. Yes, Tuskens at Relic 8 can get 2.7, says Arva. Oh, so Hux is the only one that you can get to Gear 12 before he's 7 stars? Hux is really the only one, huh? Okay. Ray says, I'm still holding out for Crescent and Accelerated. Canteen is just too valuable. Yeah, I agree. It's painful, but I really don't want to wait. Because it's going to be like a 6-week delay in my Jabba journey if I wait. So I really don't want to wait. Maybe a mistake, but I'm doing it. Can you beat Smuggler's Run 2 with 2 Zetas and no Ultimate? Let's see if anybody answered TK's question. Nope, don't see it. Ray says Cal at least is ages away from accelerating. So get it done makes more sense than waiting 11 months for Chrysanthemum. It makes more sense than waiting 11 months for Chrysanthemum to accelerate and then giving up with 30 days to go. Vel says, think I gotta make a grab for Cal to go with Ray. Itching for Swallow to hit Proving Grounds. Swallow's one of those characters I kind of want to get to Relic 7, but can't right now, says Arva. Oh, Blackbird says you don't need the alt for the Smuggler's Run 2, but I don't know about the 2 Zetas. Blackbird says, why didn't you save Zeta? And TK says, I needed them. Dank says, no Relic 5 Snow. Hey, if I was starting an account over again, I would have a Relic 5 Snow Trooper. I did something different with this account, but yeah. Dank Ideal says he likes Shore Trooper more. Death Trooper is just so good in general, says Arva. I don't know. I've been less impressed by Death Trooper than a lot of other troopers. I feel like range is better. I mean, I feel like he's better than Stark, but then Stark has the turn meter removal tricks, so you get a lot of these feats where it's like remove 600% turn meter in a Galactic Challenge, and I mean, Stark gets it done. So I mean, Death Trooper's a good damage character, but he kind of doesn't do other stuff, and the troopers already have enough damage. So I don't know. The cooldown thing, again, with an Iden team, you're going to win anyway, whether you hit them with the cooldown reduction or not. I don't. Maybe I'm just not at a high enough level to understand what team it is that you specifically stop with that. But yeah, I don't feel it. Not feeling the Death Trooper. Ray says, I thought I would get away with Gear 9 Iden team, but it turns out Relic 5 Kyle Katarn can kill even Gear 12 troopers sometimes, especially if you auto it. Yeah, Kyle's nasty. Range is good in the main trooper team. Range is good anywhere. Range is good all over the place. I like, the troopers are so good. There's only like 12 troopers that I like. I think we'll leave Magma Trooper out of it. And the new trooper, we're going to get a combination of Moff Gideon and Dark Trooper. I swear, if that comes to the game, I'll spend money on it. Beskar Gideon. I love Moff Gideon. I love Dark Trooper. If they come out with Beskar Gideon, I'm just getting it. I don't even care if he's like not. They could make him and he could have no tags. Like you click on the character and it just says Dark Gideon, right? Dark side, no tags. I'd still build him. I don't know. When I saw that character, when he came out in that armor, I was like, that was such a lovely moment. I liked it. Spoiler, by the way, if you haven't watched the latest season of Mando, I just spoiled it for you, but oh well. His days is the only way to beat Biggs on a Mon Mothma team. Pat Can says $300 spent day one. I'd do it. I'd drop the big bucks for Dark Gideon. Just Another Consumer says, about to hit fleet number 1 for the first time. Finally able to get the profundity counter with the Executor consistent. Climbing on Finalizer against Executor is easy. Nice. Awesome. Well, unless he has an UFU tag as well, then he has to go in one of the Jedi teams. If he has an UFU tag. Is Moff Gideon a Force user? I mean, technically he's a Force user now. Maybe? Question mark? Interesting. I don't know, right? He used the Darksaber, but does Darksaber make you a Force user? By definition? Or is it a weapon that you don't have to use the Force to use? I don't know if I'm clear enough on the lore to know. Somebody out there knows. You guys tell me. Is the Darksaber a force weapon? Or is it a non-force weapon meant to be wielded against lightsabers? Bo-Katan isn't a Ufu and she wields it. Aha. So Gideon is not specifically an Ufu. Din and Bo used it. No force needed. Lightsaber should, but Disney ruined it in The Force Awakens. Interesting. All right, so let's do some mod stuff. We got mods to do for the day. And then I might take a look at that the Aurra Sing team today. Might take a look at that. All right, let's manage some mods. For anybody who doesn't know, I've got a mod mastery series that I think is pretty fantastic. I think it's good if you like statistics and you like to, you know, I recently helped out with a podcast and talked about mods. When that podcast hits the shelves, I'll link it all for you guys to go listen to. But one of the parts they asked kind of what my approach to mod was overall. And I said my approach is more of a statistical approach, and the difference between what I do and what other people do is basically the difference between investing and gambling, right? You can always gamble on a mod and hope that it comes out well. But what I'm doing is I'm using statistics. And my statistics, I hadn't thought about this too deeply before, but actually if you go back and you look at the way that I've done the statistics for mods, it's based on the idea for the probability of getting what you want with the rolls that you have left. So it's not really about looking at the quality of the mod at the moment that you're looking at the mod. It's about, with the rolls that I have left, what can I get done? What's possible with the rolls that I have left? But anyway, it was a fun little session, fun little chat. Love talking about mods. Those guys were hilarious. It made me very entertained. All right, so let's kick out the crit damage mods because we might want to keep those even if they didn't hit speed right away. Sell these off, go back, confirm. For anybody who watches my Mod Mastery series, I also have this sequence of mod filters as a separate holocron. So you can go in there and you can see everything that I'm doing, all these filters, all laid out for you in a way that you can copy if you want to. You can laugh at if you want to. You can do whatever you want with it. Mostly you can watch it and give me ad revenue. Oh, that's funny. All right, let's take these up to 12. Man, I got skunked on Loquitur this week. I had a ton of mods. I had just a basket full of stuff that came out 5 speed, and I didn't hit any of it. Just awful statistics. All right, here's a 9. With a 9, I'm willing to go to blue. If it hits speed, then I'll keep going. All right, 13 speed. It's pretty bad. 13 speed is pretty bad, but if we keep hitting speed, we stay interested. We don't hit speed. We've still got 3 rolls. I won't 6 dot this because it's not good enough to 6 dot. But we'll take it to gold. Hit tenacity. 13 speed. Really mediocre, but we're okay. Crit chance on the main stat. Not that great of a main stat. We missed the speed anyway. Alright, let's upgrade this. If a gray mod doesn't hit speed on the first roll, it has to be pretty fantastic for me to want to keep rolling. And again, that's just about the statistics, the likelihood. Once I miss that first 25% here, the likelihood that you're going to get more speed rolls on 3 more rolls, you're statistically, you're going to hit a speed roll. but I don't want to end up at gold with one more speed roll, right? I need 2 so that I have good likelihood that by gold I hit a third one. So that's what I'm talking about with statistics, right? So statistically, once we've missed on this first speed roll, the likelihood that we get what we want is reduced to the point where I'm not investing. And we're getting skunked again over here. We'll take this 4 speed. We hit 6. That takes it to 10. Now we can go to purple, right? If we don't hit speed on blue, it's still worth taking to purple. 6 speed, 16. Definitely worth taking to gold. 3 speed, not great, but it'll be 20 speed at 6 dots. Slice it again, 24 speed overall. Lock it in. That's the way we do. All right, this is potency mod with potency main stat. We're going to hit this twice. All right, 7 speed. That's pretty awful, but we're going to hit it again. I might go one more time just because it's a potency mod with potency main stat, which is pretty important to my account right now. Let's try to, no. See, this is awful. I don't want to take it to gold with 7 speed. It's not good enough. We'll just leave it. Crit chance with 4 speed. I don't think I want it. Crit damage with 4 speed. That's good enough to try to hit once. We miss. It's a whiff. And this is not inspiring. So we're going to sell these 2 off. All right. Then we'll go to the filter for blue and green mods. Select everything. Take them to 6. Sort out the stuff that doesn't have any speed. See if there's anything in here that looks really good. Nope, I don't see anything really good. That's crit chance, offense. Unload them. All right, we'll go over here. Select everything, take it to 12 for potential slicing. See if we got anything good. Hey, there's a new one. 11 speed on 2 rolls. That's worth taking to purple. So we'll hit it. We'll hit it again going to purple. Yeah, and now see, we only got a 25% chance that we're going to hit that speed. And if we don't hit it going to gold, I don't want a 2-speed mod and keep gambling that it's going to turn out. So at this point, purple mod, 11 speed. Not worth it to me. 12 speed on 3 rolls ain't great. 10 speed on 2 with defense. That's not a bad mod. That's got a lot of defensive stats on it. We can go ahead and try this. Again, we'll try it to purple. Miss, and that's where it's going to sit. All right, how about this one? Offense on a potency mod. It does have a potency substat, crit chance. It's pretty good. It's worth taking a poke at. Let's take it to purple. We get potency. Potency, off potency, crit chance, offense. Now, see, this one's good enough for me to try again. I will give this one more try just because there's 3 out of 4 stats. Even if I miss the speed, I'm still going to have a stat that I like. And I get the speed. All right. So let's go ahead and take that up. 5% potency on this mod is good. Again, I mean, I don't mind slicing it. Protection is the only thing we don't want, and that's what we got there. But we'll take it to blue. And then once we get to blue, we'll calibrate it once. We don't have any attenuators. So skip that. We won't calibrate it at all. But we'll lock the mod in. It's worth locking. Okay, a health mod with offense, speed substat. This is kind of all over the place, right? Like it's got an offensive stat, defensive stat, tenacity. This mod's kind of garbage. What would I ever pick this for? I can't think of a character. Maybe Anakin or something. If it got a lot of speed, would I put this on Anakin? I don't know. We can leave it for now. We'll leave it in the account, but I feel like it's just going to get sold off someday. All right, back to managing mods. Let's get in here on the purple mods. Take them all to 3, see if we reveal some speed. Sell off all the ones that are purple and gold that don't have any speed. Bye. And then we'll go to this filter, select everything, take it to 12. And then we will go out and see if there's anything worth slicing. Looking for new purple mods with 3 rolls. What's this? 14 speed on 3 rolls. Protection, offense, and flat protection. That's not bad. I'll leave it in there. If I put it on a character someday, I'll look at slicing it when I apply it. Offense. If it had a potency substat on it, I'd try it, but that's 13 speed. That's not great. And that's it. 3 rolls with 11 speed. I don't see any new mods in here that are good that want to be sliced. So we're done. We're done with this for now. Look at that awful C-3PO mod. We can do better than that right now, huh? Sure, why not? Get a little more potency on him for no reason whatsoever. Never know when you might need a little more potency. Alright. 6-dot slicing. We'll take a look. We'll go ahead and take all of the 1-speed mods. See if there's anything in here that inspires us to keep it. Crit damage mod, we may work on that someday. Defense, we already got that one locked. Crit, you know, okay, so all the ones that look interesting are already locked. So we'll sell off the rest. Okay. 6-dot slicing. Let's take a look and see what we've got here. You know what? We don't need A-tier mods, right? Because we can't slice them anyway. I don't know. I think I didn't build my filter quite right. Okay. 17 speed on 3 rolls. $14 speed, 19 speed on 4 rolls. That's not great, but it's not bad. It's on Thrawn. Let's invest. 2 more slices. Crit chance. Offense. And again, we could calibrate, but we're not going to calibrate with no materials. All right, 17 speed on 4 rolls. Oof. But, I mean, we can hit that once, right? It's just these materials. Crit chance. Yeah, we're not going to keep hitting it, but leave it there. I think everything below here is not going to be worth slicing. 15 on 3 rolls. It's not horrible. 15 on 3 rolls on this Vader mod. It has potency on it. Offense. The tenacity isn't great, but we can take a poke at that. Yeah, again, we need to calibrate that to get it to keep going. Defense, defense, defense. It's okay. What's this one look like? 2,000 flat protection, health. If it had potency on it, I would slice it some more, but 12 speed on 3 rolls. I think that's it. I think that's all we got that's worth slicing today. A lot of things need calibration, but that's going to be it. All right, got to go over and catch up on chat here. Ray says, it is a force weapon, but don't need midichlorians to use it. Interesting. The Darksaber isn't a force weapon, but it was the weapon of the only Mandalorian Jedi. Right, because what was his name? Um, yeah, I'm blanking. I'm blanking on the first Mandalorian. It was a Vizsla, wasn't it? Somebody like Raul Vizsla or something like that. I'm blanking on the name. Yeah, he was the Jedi that made the dark saber. That's true. DL, what's the best executor a 4-star profundity can beat? All of them. So, just to be clear, to make sure that you know that I'm not like being facetious, let's look at my profundity. My profundity. It's a 4-star profundity, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stars. Okay. Now let's look at the hardest guy in my fleet arena. I can't remember if it's Lordan or the other guy. Let's take a look here. Is this the guy that has all of the Relic 9 stuff? Well, I mean, you can see Relic 8 Piet, 7 Bosk. So I beat this fleet. This guy. He's got Relic 9 Piet, Bosk, Beskar, Boba, IG, Cad Bane, Relic 9. All of the things. I don't think you can make an executor better than this. Can you? I mean, all of the ships and characters, Relic 9? And I beat that fleet. I can beat that fleet with my 4-star profundity. I hope I'm answering the right question. Right? What's the best executor can a 4-star profundity beat? So that's it, Boris Balkan. All of them. Can beat all of them. Kayan says, better with CAD 9 and BAM at Relic 8 to manage the speeds. Tar Vizsla. Andrew McCauley. Yeah, Tar Vizsla. That's his name. I said Raul. I was close. Tar Vizsla. Nice. Which Zeta are good on C-3PO? All of them. Eventually. Right? There's one of them that's kind of based on, what is it? R2-D2 gains translation. So that one, I mean, if you're not using R2 anyway, it's a little bit more optional. So I've never put that one on because he's not in a team with R2. And I kind of don't care that much if he gets translation at the start. Although 3 stacks is pretty good. All right, 3 stacks of translation gives you... See, droid protocol droid. 3 stacks gives you max health, crit chance, and decrease the character's cooldowns when they use their basic. So it's pretty good, but you can wait on that one. The other one is this one? Is this the Zeta? I can't remember. Whatever the other Zeta is, do that one first. All right. What's your opinion on profundity into Jabba? I actually think that it's pretty darn strong, right? Because for the profundity, you need to do a bunch of rebel stuff anyway, and I feel like the profundity journey led very easily into the Jedi Knight Luke journey and into Jabba. So I'm satisfied with that. I still think it would have been better if I had done, so at the time that I built this account, I did a Shock T team very early to try to prove the point that I could get pretty much whatever guild I wanted with a full Relic Shock T team that could do the raid, the territory battle for cam shards. Well, that's long gone, right? So you wouldn't build a full Relic 501st team anymore. That doesn't make sense. So you would do like the Hope of the Rebellion, build a full Relic CLS team. You would go into the Profundity, and from there, I would build a different GL first before Jabba. So the Profundity leads to Jabba very well, but I feel like it would have been a lot better if I'd have done Rey or SLKR as my first GL. They're so simple, so straightforward. The characters are easy to gear. The relic levels aren't too high. And you get your first GL into the account for Conquest. And I think that would have been better. And then Jabba after that. But yeah, if you've built Profundity, it goes right into Jabba. It feels fine if that's the route you want to take. Jabba is rough for a first GL, not very many useful requirements outside of the Hutt Cartel. Yeah, exactly, Darth Glizzy. That's it. That's it. I mean, it's good for crate raid. It's good for a lot of stuff, you know, but adding all that stuff into your account, in an account that doesn't already have another GL, again, I don't regret my decisions that I made on Obticeo, but I'm sharing what I learned with everybody else, and what I learned is you'd be better off doing a different GL, you know, getting a quick turnaround on a Rey or SLKR, and then that would have given me plenty of time to build the stuff up that I needed for the Jedi Knight Luke journey, and that would have been a lot easier. And actually, with the Hutt Cartel right now, you'd even be better off, if you're doing Jabba, to do the other Hutt Cartel first and to build a crate team, and then actually, you know, finish up the Jabba journey with the Jedi Knight Luke, right? You could build this team first for crate participation and then build Jedi Knight Luke later. I think that's a better way to build in the current environment. And it doesn't mean that you have to save Jedi Knight Luke to the end. I think you still do like Gamorrean Guard and all them like right at the end. Was your first plan with this account SLKR before Profundity was announced? No, again, I was trying to prove a point with this account, and I had this route planned out where I was going to go the 501st into Jedi Master Luke. So the plan all along was to start doing Jedi Master Luke, but, you know, collect up Hermit Yoda and Wampa over time. Not necessarily that I would put Jedi Knight Luke first, but I was going to do Jedi Master Luke. When the Profundity journey came out, I kept looking at the journey, and it was like the most self-contained journey that I've seen. The ships in it aren't that bad, and the characters actually make a team. You know, you build Raddus, Cassian, Jyn Erso, Bistan, Mon Mothma are all part of the build, and you can just take all 5 of those characters and stuff them into a team, and you have a full Relic Rebel team. And then you have Harrison Dula, which of course is sad. But yeah, so when I saw the Profundity journey, I was like, that's easy, right? Like, the people in my fleet chart are going crazy, and that is a good looking journey. So then the idea was to do Profundity into JML still, but then you know, all things started pointing toward Jabba being much more relevant. And when they announced the new raid, then I said, okay, with the new raid, it's clear. We just got to go Jabba first. There's no questions. So it was a plan that kind of developed over time, but the original idea was Shock T, clones, working toward JML, grab gas along the way, and I never got to gas. The profundity requirements were a complete detour from all the gas stuff. So gas just, you know, went in the ditch somewhere. But oh well, it's all good. All good in the hood. All right, let's take a look at this boop team here. Let's see what we can do for mods. And basically, what we want to do here, we need to time this team so that Bosk goes first. Then we're going to do a mass assist with Grief Karga, mass assist with Bosk, and then the Mando should go. Actually, that's not true. We actually need one more character to go before the Mandalorian. So this is the problem with timing out this Aurra Sing team. The problem with timing the team out is the Mandalorian himself. So let me show you guys what happens. Basic attack, blah, 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 all this stuff. You want crit chance, you get critical chance up, right? So you're going to be getting critical hits. Now this says when the Mandalorian scores a critical hit, he gains 30% turn meter. At the start of the encounter, he has Bounty Hunter's Resolve. So what happens is, if you fight against a team that has gas, you have to have the Mandalorian timed out so that without a critical hit, you'll still be ahead of gas. The problem is then, when you time the team out like that, you take it into a normal encounter, let's say a first order team that you want to kill, crew or something like that, and you do get critical hits, then the Mandalorian goes flying by on Grief Karga's turn. So what happens is you take your initial turn with Bosk and Taunt, you do the mass assist with Grief Karga, and all your guys assist. Frenzy will give Bosk 100% turn meter. If the Mandalorian gains 30% turn meter and goes to 110%, then he'll go before Bosk, and when that happens, he doesn't have the contract up yet. You need to get this mass assist off and this mass assist off and one other character, and then Mando. So basically, if I'd been clever, if I'd been thinking, you can just kind of leave this skill undeveloped. Where is it? You can leave this at level 1, and then he only gains 5% turn meter, and all of this stuff is not an issue. Then you can just time him the same for everything, more or less. So I messed up by leveling that up. I wish there was a way that you could take that off. The only solution now, at least if I put this on, then other bounty hunters gain half the amount of bonus turn meter, and then it's hard for him to go past Bosk. So I think if I'm really going to commit to this team, I am going to have to do that. Zeta. So what we can do is we'll make him slow for now. We'll make the whole team faster so that he can get a critical hit or two and still not be going, and guarantee his poof. And then he just won't be used against gas. We'll just have to use CLS to beat gas. But okay, so let's see how fast we can get Bosk with the mods that we have available to us. He's only gear 12. I think we've got a good protection mod on him. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay-ish. So where is he at now? 277. We want him to be running over 300 if we can get it. If we can get it. So let's filter and try to take stuff that's not in assigned mods, but we'll take it if it's in a loadout. Okay. What do we got here? 13 speed. He's already got 14. This 14 is the minimum for 6 dotting for me. But we'll go ahead and take it up. The tenacity, protection, crit chance are all fine. 2 hits. Come on, get some speed. Nope. Extra protection. That's not fantastic. All right, let's take a look here. See what we've got. 11 speed. This is a really good mod with a protection main stat. Let's commit that to Bosk. We can steal it from him if we have to some point later. So this would have to be a speed mod now. Yeah, we gotta look at all the mods, I guess. Maybe one that we can steal on a character that's not that great. What's this? 17 speed with a potency main stat. Luke's got fast mod. Wow. This drops off fast. 14 speed. Mara Jade's got 16 on 4 rolls. Don't really want to steal from them. 13 speed with a tenacity main stat. That ain't great. Alright, let's see what we can steal here. Shock T. Oh, we could steal this one. I mean, Han doesn't need to be good. Alright. So then what can we do for this? Is this health? Crit damage? Health. We don't really want health. But it's what's available, right? Health is what we have. 23 speed. Put it over here. Gets us to 308. That's alright. We can live with 308. Okay, so then grief has to be less than 308. You know what? Let's try to put somebody in between Bosk and grief. So we can, let's see. So Bosk goes and taunts. He won't have a buff. So it doesn't count toward the count. So one other character, if we get either Aurra or Fennec to go next, we can literally just do a basic and not trigger Bosk Frenzy. Then that's actually really good. So if we can get a character to go in between him and grief, he'll go first. We do a basic and don't trigger Frenzy. Then when Grief Karga goes, as long as Mando doesn't pass up Bosk, Bosk will do the mass assist, and we're good. All right, I like this. So we can either try to make Aurra fast, 96, so 263 plus 4, 167 is her base speed. And let's look at Fennec. 57, so 99 minus 50, 149 is her base speed. So we make Aurra fast, and we just make Fennec hit like a freight train. Get on board with that. All right. So let's put grief, let's see what we can get on Aurra first. And we're going to shoot for 300 again on her. If we can get it. Let's catch up on chat. See if anybody's got a thing to say. Arba says, well, versus gas, that means you have to outrun Rex with Mando. So that's not really an option without Zam. Yeah, that's exactly it. So what you do is, for gas, you put in an Omicron Zam with the team. Yep. And I've got Zam, and I've thought about putting I have the Omicron to put on her at some point if I want to. But for now, we'll just make it a non-gas Mando team. Also with Fennec, I'd actually work on a different team. Okay. So, I can work on a Fennec team like the one on the Loquitur account, right? So, basically you're saying just build the same Fennec team, more or less that I'm building on Loquitur, except with Zam instead of Beskar Mando. But so the Fennec lead, okay. Here's the difference. The Aurra Sing lead gets you to a contract with the Mandalorian, right? No problem. We can get to a contract with the Mandalorian. We've kind of walked through that already. The problem with Fennec Shand in the lead, in order to get the contract, you have to have 20 buffs dispelled or expire to get the contract. That Fennec works on Lord Vader because he starts out putting all kinds of debuffs on you, and then you use grief to get rid of those debuffs here, dispel all debuffs on bounty hunter allies, and it's instant contract. So against Lord Vader, it's instant contract. Against any other team, it's waiting on the contract. So the Fennec team doesn't work for an instant Mando contract if you're not getting debuffed first. So that's the thing. That's the thing. And if I want the Mandalorian to just be an insta-kill against certain teams in Grand Arena, then I want that reliable instant contract. Anyway, that's the logic. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm right, but that's the logic for why I'm trying to do it this way. All right, let's take a look. This is 24 speed. Let's sort by speed. Okay, let's get this on her. Get a couple good mods on here. What's this? 15 speed. This is on Akbar? Akbar's got a 16 speed mod on him. All right. I don't know why Akbar has a good mod. That one I can definitely steal. We'll take that. Again, he doesn't need to be good. We'll steal that. I can tell I'm not going to get there. I don't think I have good enough mods. Because we have to have speed in this corner, and I really don't want to steal from Rex. I really don't want to steal here. This is about the first one that I feel comfortable to take. I've already got 2 defense mods that I've taken. This is tenacity, it's garbage. Gotta have a speed mod here. Again, it's just... I have to steal from somebody I like. I don't want to do that. All right. Let me think about this. Let's try it a different way. Let's revert that. Let's just walk away from Aurra Sing for a second. Let's look at Fennec. Because I've got some good offense mods. And let's see what I can put together for an offense set. I could steal that if I had to. This is not bad. 13. No, I'm not going to get her there, though, am I? She needs tons of speed to get to 300. We've got a good mod here on dash. Can't steal that one because it's committed. It's 15 speed here. I mean, I could slow down dash. I don't really use him that much. I mean, I use him in Grand Arena and kind of hit things with him, but he doesn't really have to be fast. .22 speed here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to make it. Whiskey Hoarder says, "Yo, DL, I recently got a hold of a bigger account, but it has like no good mods." Oh, that feels bad. Should I do refreshes to 200 on it? Well, so you know, I mean, if anybody doesn't remember, when I was playing my main account, I spent $100 a month on a main account, and I always did the 50 and 100 cost refreshes on mods. And I pretty much spent that $100 and just threw those crystals into those mod refreshes every day so that I could just do the 50s and 100s and not even think about it. Like, I don't care. Just pour it in. So yeah, I'm a fan of, if you can afford it, doing the 100 cost refreshes on mods. Definitely think it's worth it. You can basic with Bosk in third and not mass assist, and then Grief can go with mass assist. You can basic with Bosk in third. Bosk, then Fennec, and use a Bosk basic, then use Grief, and then Aurra Sing or Mando. You tried the Akbar Leia double Omicron in 3v3 and it never worked out. No, it's just actually it was just the Akbar Omicron. I never put the Omicron onto Leia. Because, again, for some reason, I thought that team was going to get like an insane amount of turns. I had this idea that Mon Mothma's basic would trigger it, but it's the dumbest thing. Like, it says use a skill that doesn't attack. Mon Mothma's basic doesn't attack. So in theory, if you have the Akbar Omicron and Mon Mothma does a basic to assist, it's a basic and it should trigger another round of assists. And from what I saw, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so you guys are saying to go ahead and make Fennec fast. You want to make Fennec fast. And then put Grief in third place. I'm basically going to have to start with Dash's mods then, because I think Dash is probably a good place to start. Of course, Dash, looks like I pillaged him already. 9 speed, 10, 12. Oh, God. He's only got one good mod. Never mind. Let's go ahead and do that. Nerf him a little harder. Okay. All right, we'll try that. We'll try to make a racing Fennec. I don't like it. I don't like it. With the mods that I have, I feel Aurra Sing's going to go second or third. We're going to make Aurra the fast one. And honestly, I may be better off just taking fast mods than trying to make a speed set. Let's see. Let's see what we can get. You just use this for the speed. No, I don't want to use that for the speed. It's an offense mod. It's really... Okay, who can we steal from? No, no, no. No, no. No, no. No. Yes. Okay. Take it. 9 speed with potency. No. We can steal from her because Thrawn is fast enough. I think we're okay. All right. Speed or anything. 15 speed with offense. 11 speed. Okay, so we have a speed set, and we're at 290. We're at 290. So this needs to be fast. That needs to be real fast. And it can be any mod set, right? How good is this? 23 speed. Oh man, I don't want it to steal my Wampa mods. Crit damage, 19 speed would put me right at 300. What's this? Oh, I don't have it sorted by speed. Hey, sorry, Grievous. Sorry about your luck, buddy. You gotta give it up for the greater good. All right, that puts me at 305. Fun stuff. Okay. Now we grief Karga. And he just has to be, theoretically, over 300 and under 305. Can't steal Greedo. This is available. We're going to have to start stealing good mods off of people. Sort by speed again. What can we steal here? 27 speed off of Chewbacca. And we can start stealing Shock T mods and stuff like that. Here we go. 16 speed. Now we need all of these. All of these. I don't want to slow Thrawn down. Okay, let's look here. Okay, let's just look at. Let's see where we can get without. I guess. 17 speed here. That means this needs to be a speed mod. Let's take it here. This can be 6 dotted. All right, let's confirm that. Take it to 6 dots. Slice it. Slice it again. Come on. There we go. All right, 23 speed, we'll take it. Okay. This, you should have plenty of speed arrows with speed. Just find any old one will do. Let's see. Defensive stats. That sounds good. Okay. Take that up. Where does that put me? 275. Woo! Woo! Slow boy. Slow. So we gotta find good mods here and here. Oh man. Thrawn, Hermit Yoda. The one we put on Bosk we can't steal. We can put this one on, it's 14. We can 6 dot that and poke at it. Come on, this is last. Okay, that's it. 20 speed. That's all the slicing materials we have for this lifetime though. Alright, and then if we steal this one from Grief Karga, maybe we don't feel too sad. This is on Rex. Revan? Maybe we can slow down Revan. Alright, let's do this. Where does that get? 293. 293 is going to have to be good enough. Okay. So then, Mando, we kind of just don't care, right? He's just like, whatever. He's going to get off his insta-kill, and then kind of who cares what he does from there. "12 speed on an unassigned mod, fine, good enough. And then we can try to make something faster here. We just want him to go at the right speed-ish. 235. If he gets a crit, he won't interfere with the other guys. So let's just try it like this. Roughly. And then let's go put walloping mods onto Fennec Shand. So we kind of don't care about her speed. We just want her to hit like a freight train. So this has crit chance, some defensive stats. We can do better, but we don't absolutely have to. Boba mod. Kind of need Boba to stay good for the crate raid, though. Alright. 16 speed here. We did have a better mod for that slot, didn't we? Something that was good and fast. 25 speed. We'll use it because we can. Take a look here. 15 speed with health. We really just want offense, right? We want something with offense. 17 speed with offense, too good for a Geo. Let's filter by offense. Just looking for offense primaries. Yeah, the Boba mod's good. Han, all these guys need to keep their mods. Can't steal any of those. Okay, we can do the crit chance here. We can do any set, right? We can do any set. Crit damage, we would like for that to be offense if we could. Take this. Making this. Does she have a need for potency at all? Do we want potency on her? Let's confirm this and go back and look real quick. Okay, deal special damage, ability 50% more damage. I don't miss. This armor shred can't be copied or resisted. Okay, so like literally she has no use for potency. Just doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Offense main stat. Let's sort by... Let's filter by offense primary again. Okay. What do we have here? Nothing great, right? Like the mod that we've got is already about as good as we've got. That's offense. But we don't really have much else with offense, right? Okay, this... I feel like we're going to end up using that potency mod because everybody else... This is the only other good one. Yeah, we'll steal that one. Why not? And then let's just see. We got Kane and Jarrus. This isn't bad. I don't mind this. We can slice that to gold, and we get speed. Oop, we gotta confirm it. Yikes. Alright, take it to 4 dots. Alright, 6 dots. Good enough. Where do we get her to? 241. Okay. That's gonna have to be good enough for now. I'm just out of mods. And I'm not gonna bother you guys with the fixing, because now I have to go through here with all these empty mod slots, and I gotta fix all this garbage that I just broke. Look at this. Look at all this stuff that I gotta fix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's only 6 characters. Captain Han Solo's pretty much naked now. Stole everything good from him. Well, I have to do it because I can't lock into GAC until I do it, right? So I got no choice. All right, let's use our mod management filter here to just define things that aren't in sets and aren't assigned to anybody, and we'll just do the best we can with what we have. All right, confirm that. Back it up. Kanan Jarrus. This we super don't care, right? Anything that's even remotely worth leveling is fine for Kanan Jarrus. Jarrus, Jerusian. Tenacity on Geo Spy. Doesn't seem like a good fit. Something with an offense main stat. Sure, why not? Confirm it. Keep moving. Grievous. We would love to have a health main stat. Health sets. Okay, we still got a defense set on him. Do we have a health mod that we could stick here with a health main stat? Health mod with a health main stat. Anyone? Bueller. 6 speed. That's fantastic. Look at how fast this Grievous is. My goodness. And then we're just looking for health with a health main stat. I don't even care. Crit damage isn't bad. Crit damage is fun on Grievous. Let's do that. You know, because why not? Alright, so there he is. Grievous, my Grievous is such garbage. He's hot trash. Relic 7 though. Uh-oh, I clicked off my macro. Dang it. Oh, we still got it. It's still up and running. Okay, mod character. Need speed here. Admiral Piet, we want something good. Maybe we could do speed here. 10 speed, 19 speed, 17, 30, 14. Okay, 11 speed's the best we got. Oof. 285 on Piet, so bad. So bad. I gotta get him to gear 12. We gotta get better mods back on Piet someday. Alright, this guy we just don't care. This guy we just don't even care. We give 0 cares. 0 likes for this character. Just don't even care. Whatever we have is whatever we got. Alright. Just put mods on him so that he has mods. He's a relic character, so we can't embarrass him too much. Go home to see his family and they'd be like, what kind of mods are those? Oh my god. He'd have a sad life day. With those kind of mods, he'd be the laughing stock of life day. Okay. Fixed. Ish. Alright. That's what we got. That's what we're going to lock in for Grand Arena. let's see. Let's go play. What do we have over here? Bonus for separatists. I don't know. Let's just take a poke at these droids. Use bounty hunters. Let's do these, this, that, and the other thing. What? All right. Let's try it. Let us try it. All right. So we would taunt. We would take a basic here. We would target something we want to hurt and do that. Then Bosk is going to do the mass assist, and that's contract, right? Yeah. That's contract. Okay. So now we kind of don't care, right? We're going to hit over here on Magna Guard. We're going to... If we finish off the Dark Trooper, then Grievous will go, and we can poof Grievous. Nice. Plot convenience theater. You know. Nice. That was fun. All right. We can just do this kind of stuff. You know. Wait for the droidica. Ooh. A ding dang do. He hit hard for garbage droidica. Nobody removes buffs, do they? I don't think so. All right. Big hit. Mass assist. Should be game over. But the gimmick worked, right? So Mando really did go last. But, you know, he had the contract up and ready to go. So by the time we got to him, we pewed them out. We got Grievous killed. That was fun. All right, let's do it. Let us lock into Grand Arena for this round. Sign up. Alrighty, guys, you got any last minute questions for me before I wrap this stream up? Any thoughts, comments, criticisms, humorous, poking at people? All right. All right. Maximus says it'd be best with Zam and easier. That's fine to have Aurra. The key is not to mass assist with Bosk. Yeah, so, I mean, I could trigger another frenzy off of Bosk. I don't mind just doing the basic, though. Because all you need is, like, literally that one extra instance of a character taking an action, and you get the contract. So, she can just take a basic there, and I'll be happy with that. When you look at your mod score, what do you consider to be good relative to how long you've been playing or Galactic Power? Arva says, which one, Omega, Hotbot, or something else? I'm very curious to see what people say on this. Because your total mod score is misleading. So, let me explain. And I have to use this on the Loquitur account. So, in the old days, or when mod score mattered, you had less characters modded. So mod score looks at your mods, but in today's game, you're bringing up all kinds of characters, and you end up with trash mods on characters like this, and that calculates into your total. So these 10-speed garbage mods, 8-speed, 9-speed, this all calculates into Omega. So your Omega score is can be a bit misleading when you look at all your mods. So I kind of look at both the Omega score and the top 110. And the top 110 characters represents Kyber Grand Arena. 22 teams, 5 characters each, 110 characters in total. Right? 22 times 5 is 110. So the top 110 represents your top 110 characters. If you haven't got a very big account and you're not in Kyber, then obviously looking at your total mod inventory and your top 110 probably won't be that much different. A long time ago when they came out with the mod score, I talked to the developer and he said, there really wasn't, the system wasn't targeted at saying a score of X is good. It was just a relative indicator. But at the time that we looked at it, basically people who are collectors and don't pay attention to mods usually don't even have a mod score of 1. A lot of guilds will ask for people to try to get to a mod score of 3. So 3, if you get to a mod score of 3, that means you're trying and you're doing pretty well. If you get to a mod score of 10, that means you're pretty much, if you get a mod score of 10, you're at least as good as me, because my top 110 mod score is 10.3 on the Loquitur account, and my mod score overall is like 7.4. So I think I have some pretty fantastic mods. I would put myself up against almost any other account this age that hasn't been spending money on mods, and I think I would be as good or better than almost any other account. So that's what I would say. 3, if you're over 3, you're already good. If you get to 10, you're probably in the top 5% of all the players playing the game. So Arva says Omega 12, top 10 is 20. That's endgame stuff. That's people that have all 6 dot mods and they've been working on their 6 dot mods. Yeah. For a mid-game player, getting to a 20 mod score, I don't think is feasible. If you've been playing the game 3 or 4 years, you can target that. But yeah, again, relatively speaking, for a mid-game player, I think if you get to a mod score of 10, it's pretty fantastic. Somebody was telling me in his stream recently that he played against a guy that had, it was a ridiculous amount. I can't remember even what the number was, but he said he had like an unbelievable amount, like 205 mods, 25 speed or higher. Maybe it was even more than that. It was absolutely like jaw-dropping that people have collected that many mods. Where can you get these mod scores? Do you have a link? Basically, it's a bot in Discord. So if you join my Discord, or if you're already over there, you go to the channel called Bot Central, and you type /mod score. Then you hit a space, and you type /ally code, and then you put your ally code into the box. And it'll give you your mod score in 2 or 3 different ways. Most would say 1 per million GP. So 1 mod score per million GP. So if you're at 6 million, you want a mod score of 6. That's interesting. I think that would actually be a pretty good rule of thumb. I've never heard it that way, Pat Can, but I think that's a nice. I could get behind that. I could get behind that. You guys all know what my indicator is, right? So my indicator is sort by speed and look at how many characters you have over 300. And again, all of this stuff is subjective, right? It's all subjective. So my fastest character, non-GL, is 365. So I'm at 6 million. I should have at least one character per 500,000 at 300 speed or better. So on the Loquitur account, we'd be looking for 13 characters. So we can go down here, 13 characters deep, 13 is Luke, and we should still be over 300, right? 302. Shaak Ti, I think, is right at 300. 298. Okay. So after stealing a mod from Shaak Ti, she's below. So I'm like literally right at my recommendation. So I have 13 characters above 300 speed. If we look at Obticeo, we're at 4.7. So we should be able to find 9 characters over 300. And I don't think I'm there yet. Fastest non-GL is 353 now after I stole some mods from him. He was like 365. You know, I might be there, guys, because I think Thrawn is over 300. Yeah, Thrawn is 304. So that's 10 characters already that I've got over 300. Shaak Ti, 301. So this account is at 11 characters. And again, if you put fast mods on characters that are already fast, you get to 300, right? But it's just a general like feeling that you can have for an account, whether or not you're in the ballpark. So I use that as much as mod score. Like when I'm doing account reviews, I'm looking for characters that want to be fast, you know? Greedo wants to be fast these days. He's got a role to play, right? Man, I had to get that dude fast. Because in the crate team, basically, Bouch Leia goes first, and then Greedo has to go second and remove the crate dragon's turn meter. And that's how fast he needs to be to slide in a turn after Leia goes. So she's at 351. She takes a turn and gives the crate dragon turn meter. And that Greedo, he need to be fast. I never thought I'd put Greedo on the list of characters that need to be that fast, but there he is. There he is. All right, so as long as we're over, what was it, 293? So basically this team should be able to poof somebody around 293 speed. Fun stuff. All right, let me double check and make sure. I did join the Grand Arena, right? GA starts soon. Yeah, we're good. Joined on both accounts. Can't miss it. Carrot says, good to be with you. Hey, blessed Carrot. Dude, Carrot. Carrot, man. It's like 2 in the morning over there. You're a crazy person. I love you, Carrot. You're awesome. Arva says he's closing in on 125 speed mods or higher. Nice. Arva says, now I want you to look at my account and check if it makes it as well. I'm sure you make it, Arva. What are you, like 10 million? You've definitely got 20 characters over 300. I don't think that's an issue. I'm being baited into doing a mod flex for Arva. He just wants to flex. Alrighty, y'all. I've been on here long enough tonight. We've really had a long stream, and I'm gonna cash it in here. Please remember, hit that like saber on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe if you want to watch more like this in the future. That notification bell lets you know when I'm online and going live. And of course, the link to the Discord is always in the description down below. Click on that, head on over to our Discord, join the community. You can hang out with Arva, the OG Sith, and learn all kinds of stuff. Now, we got a really cool, friendly Discord. 50% less toxic than the well, you know what? I'm going to make a big claim here. 84% less toxic than the normal Discord. And, you know, a good place to just hang out, have fun, learn some things, and hope to see you over there. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next Holocron.